Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be part of this awareness exercise. There are 35 crore women in India who menstruate every month. Only about 12% use proper menstrual hygiene practices and menstrual products. That in itself is a very important statistic. Now, long before I was minister, on behalf of People for Animals, which is my own organization, we did an interesting exercise, not now, but I'm talking about 2012, in which we wanted to find out, just for no reason, our Chandigarh unit, Payal Suri, was given some money by a school-going unit, by a company interested in school-goers, on why girls had less attendance. So she did the exercise and of course found that during the 5 days that they had their periods, they did not go to school. So she conveyed this to that company. That company then just simply put sanitary towels in the school and found that the attendance went up those 5 days, which is 1/4 of a month out of 25 working days. If you miss 5 days, then that's an important 5 days. So we were interested in this a long time before it became fashionable to be interested in it. This interest in it has grown in the last 4 years because government itself has shown more interest. As soon as I became minister, this is the first thing that I said was that if we had to do something about women's liberty, women's lib as it's called, or if we had to do something for women's empowerment, we should look at menstrual hygiene. Because that in itself, या हम शर्म से बोलते भी नहीं हैं, इसके बारे में बात भी नहीं करते हैं, and we've mistaken this for some kind of secret bloodletting, and in which we are punished for 5 days. I mean, जब हम छोटे थे, even now, इसको छूना नहीं, उसको छूना नहीं, पूजा के कमरे में जाना नहीं, अलग कमरे में सोना. Of course, women to one point, especially household women, to them it came as a blessing because 5 दिन के लिए काम नहीं करना, आराम करो, छुआछात खत्म. But on the other hand, it was accompanied. I mean, I know that I always use hot water bottles the first day. My niece always has a calendar in which she expects it because she's so pained by the first day. And so menstrual hygiene is really about much more than just losing blood or losing eggs, unused eggs from your body once a month. It leads to many things. Unorganized labor. Can you imagine those women working, carrying bricks, supporting their families at a time when they should be resting? A dropout rate in schools, loss of wages for women who simply can't go. So it has many ramifications. So the other ramification is, where do the used sanitary pads go? Even the 12% of women who use them run into frauds. They go into ponds, into rivers, and they have very serious consequences. They block up drains, they create hygiene problems, they carry infections, and in one study done on the Potomac River going to Washington, they found that the fish and the amphibians in that river have actually become hermaphrodites because of the hormones being carried through the sanitary towels deposited in the river. So it's not just us as developing societies, it is developed societies who are doing exactly the same thing. Therefore, it's really important that we deal with this. Now, I'm going to talk to you about 2 things. One is, there was a big hue and cry, which was in part instigated by me, on reducing the GST from 18% to 0. This was first resisted by all the states, and there was a good reason for their resisting. It was not because they found that it was inessential. After all, if sindoor is essential, then so is sanitary towels. However, the reason, then the GST Council, of which the government is only one vote, the rest, each state has its own vote. But the GST Council decided to reduce it from 18% to 12%, which is a significant come down. But the reason why it didn't go down from 12% is because 95% of the sanitary towel market is dominated by multinationals. And if we take it to zero, then the multinationals have the power to spread laterally, thereby blocking off any kind of indigenous growth. So if we put 12% on multinationals, while at the same time allowing that any company below 20 lakhs will get zero taxation under GST, you then allow all NGOs, all groups, all women's groups to come up and become entrepreneurs of sanitary towels.